interventions. Since 2016, when it was officially launched, Nigerians have witnessed a range of life-changing platforms under the program, including homegrown school feeding, conditional cash transfer, trader money, Empower, and several skills acquisition centers across the Federation for transfer of special skills and knowledge for economic growth. The impact of all these programs cannot be imagined, as many people have been lifted out of poverty, in line with President Muhammadu Buhari's determination to midwife 100 million Nigerians out of poverty within the next 10 years. Government, enterprise and empowerment program loans are playing roles in different stages of the economy, as many Nigerians continue to benefit from the Anchor Borrower Program, micro, small and medium enterprises, as well as Survival Fund. Weekend File tonight is an update on the actual status of the various social intervention programs running across the states of the Federation. Our guest is Umar Buba Bindiri, National Coordinator of the National Social Investment Program. I am Kenen Ima Abodike. Let's start with the news. You can follow this news broadcast live on our website nta.ng/live and on YouTube channel NTA News Online. You can also visit our Facebook page NTA Network News, Twitter at NTA News Now and Instagram NTA Network for updates. The ruling All Progressives Congress remain committed to the welfare of the common man because it is a party of the people and will continually ensure that the common man benefits maximally from the government. Vice President Yemi Osinbajo stated this when he received on a courtesy call a delegation of the APC Professionals Forum in Abuja. While acknowledging the significance of the APC Professionals Forum in the scheme of things, the Vice President urged the forum to play more important roles in shaping the party's ideology, stressing that the leaders and politicians are there to serve the people and give them reasons to believe in a better country. The Vice President stated that professionals are integral to ensuring the party stays focused on the well-being of Nigerians and its ideals, as stated in the Constitution and Manifesto. Former Governor of Bauchi State, Issa Yuguda, who is the Chairman, Board of Trustees of the Forum, noted that professionals in the party felt the need to identify with the Vice President, being himself a professional. Now, Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has called on Nigerians resident in Egypt to remain resolute and continue to have faith in the present administration back home in Nigeria, and shun negative commentaries about the country which can dampen their morale. The minister said this in Cairo, Egypt, when he had an interactive session with Nigerians in that country. Anthony Forson reports.
These are the faces of Nigerians resident in Egypt, all looking into the future with hope. Among them, students and businessmen and women. Their converging here is for one reason: curious to know the situation back home from the spokesman of the government, as they took turns to ask the minister what is the true situation about Nigeria, ranging from security to the polity, economy, and the future of Nigerian youths.
Most of the news you receive about Nigeria abroad, most of them is fake news. It's not true. Nigeria is at peace with itself. Nigeria is, and Nigerians are living harmoniously as brothers and sisters. There is no country without its own challenges. We are facing our own. I'm glad that some of you who have been here for, say, 10 years, 5 years, you know what the situation was here before. But because they have a leader who is committed, most of the problems are fading, and you can see development everywhere. It's the same story back in Nigeria. We have our challenges. Yes, we have Boko Haram. Yes, we have banditry. We have sometimes we have problems with the militants in the South. But does not mean the whole of Nigeria is at war. And I want any of you who has gone home recently to please tell the others who are here what you met at home.
With this record of achievements, Lai Mohammed appealed to them to continue to remain loyal and obedient to the rules of their host country. In the same vein, Minister for Women Affairs Paul Ntalive spoke extensively on the present administration's scorecard as it affects the empowerment of women. For the Nigerian ambassador to Egypt, Noura Abarimi, the embassy, he assured, will leave its doors open for Nigerians at all times, expressing delight that records show that Nigerians resident in Egypt are well behaved. Anthony Forson, NTA News.
Let's now go to security matters, where the Nigerian Army is upscaling alternative dispute resolution approach in conflict management as a means of stemming violence in the society. This is part of a non-kinetic means of tackling the security challenges in the country. Defense correspondent Ismail Musa reports.
Conflict, though, cannot be completely eradicated in the society, but can be reduced to the barest. Reports from the Army Resource Center show that quest for resource control, mutual mistrust, misinformation and struggle for power are some factors responsible for cases of conflicts in contemporary society. The center, however, suggests identifying early warning signals and engaging in an alternative dispute resolution approach can avert conflicts. So, time to further adopt this approach in the defense sector. Participants from the military, paramilitary and civil society are here taking notes on the fundamentals of alternative dispute resolution techniques, and this will be applied on the field to expand the scope of civil-military relations.
Alternate dispute resolution is required now, because it is not every time we need to go to a court of law. We are not saying you cannot go to a court of law. It is part of the legal system. But given the culture, given the background, given the tradition we have in this part of the world, it's always easier to resolve a case out of the court, to agree as to some modalities, which makes it easier for us to continue to be friends. Because in some communities, the belief is if you take somebody to court, that is the end of the relation, that's the end of friendship.
I want those who have attended this program to go back to their domains and for them to be first-line responders. Once there's any conflict, let them respond.
The training is part of a non-kinetic approach to tackling security challenges and a proactive means to stem conflict in the society. From the Nigerian Army Resource Center in Abuja, Ismail Musa, NTA News.
Maintaining a robust presence with aggressive patrols within the nation's maritime domain, the Nigerian Navy has sustained security operations and initiated special services under the leadership of the 21st Indigenous Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Awal Gambo, who has now marked 1 year in office. Defense correspondent Najatu Tijani reports.
It's been exactly 1 year since Vice Admiral Awal Gambo has been at the helm of affairs, steering the Navy towards wider of a hydrographic survey ship, NNS Lana, as well as inshore patrol crafts, NNS Aba, Kano, Ikenne, and Sakwato. Others are fast patrol boats and seaward defense